as they are in frame number 4. And this one has been back and forth and a strike fest so far.
Yeah, we got a couple of good matches going.
As Team Bahrain is up 2-1. Am I right on that?
That is correct.
I just got lucky. We can see a couple early opens. Good action here this morning from the get-go, uncensored.
Yeah, Sunday morning. Little Sunday morning regional action. And that, that's the thing that's great about the World Series this year is we have these regional events in the middle that lets some of the regional players compete, and some of the tour players have folded as well just to stay sharp. And we saw Wes Malott yesterday win some extra pocket change in the regional. So our update, we have Ishman and Barrett up 2-1 over Leong and Croucher. The match we're watching now, 2-1 in favor of Falah and Abdulla. Kretzer and Fair are up 2-1 over Catone and Ruiz. Sembueno McClellan swept Curtis Woods Jr. and Brian Smith 3-0. They are in the round of 8. Aguiar and Bone also swept. They will meet Sembueno and McClelland in the round of 8. We'll have that match and all the other matches live at 10 a.m. local time, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Tobias from Sweden wanted to know what Mika's 3-game set was, if we could figure that out. And also, did you just do the Martin Larson, Paul Moore update? I was doing something else.
Right.
I didn't hear it.
Moore
okay,
and Larson are down 2-1 to Clerk and Blanchard.
All right.
And that is the complete update. Mika's set was 770 for the first 3.
7-0. Not too shabby.
He struggled the game 2. He only shot 221.
Yeah, rough. Rough. Shake it off, Haas. Now we have a special guest in the booth, Parker Bone III. And how are you?
I'm doing just fine, Mr. Mark. How are you today?
Very good, very good. Nice win in the round of 16 for yourself and your partner.
Yeah, we matched up pretty good. Alex has a really good look on the fresh, which he literally just found out that we're going to another fresh pair, and that kind of broke his heart. So.
Yeah, he was real upset about that.
Yes, he was. So hopefully that will continue forward.
And did he just come out just to bowl this event, or because I know he wasn't in the World Series, or did he just do the regional, or how'd you wind up bowling with him?
A very unique situation. I bowled an event at Steve Hardy's a couple of weeks ago, and on my way driving there, Doug Kent called me up, my brother-in-law. He says, "Hey, are you bowling the member, non-member doubles?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Well, there's a member, non-member doubles out in Vegas when you guys are out there. Are you bowling?" I said, "I didn't even read anything about it." He goes, "Well, there is, and Alex Aguilar wants to know if you will bowl with him." Well, I mean, in a nice way, you're not going to find a non-member that can outplay it much better than him. And I know that he can more than hold his own on any ground with any player, regardless whether they have a card or not.
Very true.
So, wholeheartedly, I took up the opportunity, and look where we stand right now.
Not a bad choice.
No.
Not a bad choice at all.
Not for me. Now, maybe he was having second thoughts after the way I was bowling last week.
We first saw Alex on the Extra Frame broadcast from Connecticut when he bowled the Chris Barnes Challenge from Connecticut. Not only did he knock Chris Barnes out of the tournament in his match, he also beat him in the Chris Barnes Challenge in Connecticut. So we know he can flat out play.
Yeah, there's no question about it. He's one of those players that has chosen, at this present moment in time to remain in the amateur ranks. But, we had a long conversation about it, and he knows that if you're going to make a name for yourself, you have to come and compete on a regular basis against the greatest bowlers in the world. And if you don't come out here, he's decided to stay home, that's fine. But if he's going to make it work and let the world know who Alex Aguilar is, he's got to come out here on a regular basis. And, getting his feet wet a little bit coming out here this weekend is the way to do it.
Yeah, it's been a good thing. We got confirmation on Mika's set, 268, 217, 278, 763. Mike J doing some work this morning.
Yeah, they just had the proverbial one-ball roll-off there. And,
yep.
And Mika gets up, and who would expect anything less but a strike from him. And then Eric Forkel chose to let his partner, the amateur, go. Well, obviously he just bowled 259, so he must be lined up pretty good. And he threw the first one really great for a strike to tie, and they went to the other lane. Mika obviously struck again, and unfortunately Eric's partner got a little soft with it and went right through the face. So
yeah, Mika got a little lucky on the first frame of that roll-off as he got a little bit wide, but he got the 10 out.
Yep.
The second one was just money off his hand.
Yeah.
So no doubter. And in this match, this has just been crazy striking all day long. And Rosales here has been throwing some strikes after game one. And every one of these matches has come down to the 10th frame, and it is looking like we are heading in that direction again.
Yeah, a couple opens early there for Haugen and his partner, but Rosales and Haugen actually both qualifying yesterday right next to us. And Rosales, he wasn't afraid to throw some strikes.
He gets a handful, don't he?
Yeah, he doesn't get cheated at all. And, Michael Haugen, he may not have the ball like some of the big guys, but he's not afraid to step up and throw some strikes when it comes down to it. And he bowled a really good game the last game when he really didn't have much the first 5 frames, but he threw the last 6 or 7 in a row to shoot 220 the last game, and lo and behold, here they are in match play today.
And they are bowling against Team Bahrain. And these guys have been impressive all week, too, and are just getting better and better and better.
I think for them, they're just getting more
comfortable
being here. And once you get more comfortable, you start watching your ball do some of the right things. Confidence builds, and it will just carry you and momentum forward.
All right, so if anyone has a question for Parker Bone third this morning, you can go to our fan feedback window in our Facebook page. It's about the third post down now. And we will do our best to get to your questions, if you have any. Oh. They got a little crowd behind their pair this morning, too, so.
Exactly.
The texting began.
Everybody wants to know Alex's last name. That's one of the questions we have. Aguilar.
However you want to say it.
Yeah, it's Aguilar. But I would say Aguilar, and don't quote me on that exact pronunciation, but I'm going to say that that's pretty close. Let's just put it this way. I classify him as my partner. I told everybody I needed a mega strapper. Because he's not going to get cheated.
No.
Not at all. Every bit, folks. I know that you've watched my good friend Sean Rash strike quite a bit this week. Well, Alex is not going to get cheated in that department either. I'm not going to say that he's going to carry Sean Rash's bowling bag right now because I don't think there's a player in the building that can. But Alex, when it comes to releasing it, his ball's going to do the curve down the lane. Pretty authority-like.
Yeah, this is the first event Rash did not make the finals of for the World Series of Bowling. Didn't bowl the regional, but anything he participated in yesterday was the first one. They just missed the cut in this event, he and his partner.
Look, let's face it. He's getting older. He's another day older. Amnesia set in. He can't help that. He might retire here in another day or two.
Now, it's going to be an interesting adjustment for him when he has to go to the arena because, might be the one thing that he would like to have these shows here in the bowling center, not in the arena, because now we're going to go with a change of surface and it's going to be a whole different ball game over there because that pair is not going to have that burned-in hole of friction here in the track that he has been throwing it into here all week. So definitely going to be some adjustments over there and some ball drilling going on for sure.
There will, but, you know, I will tell you this, Jeff, that I had a conversation with our ball rep, Chuck Gardner, a week before we came to the World Series. And I told Chuck specifically, before we even got here, I said, you know, Chuck, Sean is bowling so good right now, it would not surprise me that if he won not once but twice this season on tour. Even though we have, you know, fewer events and obviously a major significance here right in Las Vegas at where we're at right now. But more importantly, he goes out here the first day, makes a TV show. Then it's